Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make creamy chicken and mushroom soup. This is a really good recipe. It's really filling, especially for the winter time. It's nice, thick, creamy, and a really very hearty soup. So stay tuned. Let's get started cooking this, okay? First thing I want to do is take 6 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to melt that in the pan. This is actual real butter, so we want to melt this butter down, and what we're going to do is we're going to cook some of our onions. And I put these in a bag because these are actually pretty potent, so I've got them in a bowl and I've got them covered with a Ziploc bag. So as soon as our butter melts, we're going to go ahead and cook our onions. I've got 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. And I'm just going to cook these till they're tender. About 6 minutes, somewhere around there. I don't want it real high or I'll burn my butter, so I've got it on about 3 or 4. These are probably tender because I cut these pretty small. I don't know if you can see on the camera. But I pretty much diced this onion. I don't like big chunks of onion in my stuff, so I cut it pretty small. So now we're going to add the flour, salt, and pepper mixture. This is going to kind of thicken this stuff up a little bit. This has got a lot of vegetables in it. It's got carrots, it's got potatoes, it's got celery, onion, squash, mushrooms. I don't know, it's mushrooms. I don't guess it's a vegetable, really. I guess it's a fungus. So now I want to add my chicken broth a little at a time. Just want to make sure and stir this in real good and stuff so you don't have lumps to begin with, and then you can go ahead and add the rest of it. And 2 more cups. And we're going to turn this up to about 5 or 6, and we're going to bring this back up to temp. And we're going to add our vegetables, and then we'll go ahead and boil that and cook it. I've made a mess over the backsplash. And so like I said, for our vegetables, we have yellow squash. Hopefully you can see this. Yellow squash. Potatoes, and these are in salted water so they don't turn brown. Red skin potatoes, leave the skins on. Celery, carrots, mushrooms, and also I forgot there's corn in this. So we'll bring this back up to temp and then we will be back. Okay, we got our soup up to a boil. So now what I'm going to do is add my 1.5 pounds mushrooms. That's a lot of mushrooms. And I did rinse these and dry them off, so I had quite a bit of dirt on them from the potting mixture. Okay. And so there's our mushrooms. Anything with mushrooms in it's got to be good. Alright. Now let's add our carrots. And our celery. Stir this in again. And I imagine these vegetables will cook down quite a bit. And our squash. And I will give all the amounts in the description of the recipe if I neglect to tell you what it is in this. Let's stir that again. That's a lot of vegetables, isn't it? We're still not done. And 1.5 cups of frozen corn that's been thawed. Last but not least, our cubed red potatoes with the skin still on them. So like I said, I want to bring this back at the temp, and then I'm going to turn it down and simmer it for 30 minutes covered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, we also have 2 teaspoons of thyme in this. So there's 1, 2. So, I don't know about you, but I really like a soup in the wintertime. And probably what I'm actually going to do with this one is I have some frozen garlic bread, and I'm probably going to cube that up and put it on a cookie sheet and kind of toast it or whatever and make like croutons to sprinkle over the top of this, because it's supposed to have like a grilled cheese crouton that you put on there. But I've got the garlic toast, so I think that's actually what I'm going to do, just for kind of a garnish on this. And it also takes Parmesan cheese, half and half. You know, it's not a cheap recipe to fix, but it's really good. And I will show you what a bowl of this looks like at the end of the video. I'm really bad about not showing you the finished product, and I'm going to try to change that so you actually have an idea of what it looks like when I get done. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to get this up to, we'll heat it up a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and cover that up and simmer it for 30 minutes, and then we will be back. So, see you in 30. So we got 2 cups of half and half, and we're going to stir that in now. Three-quarters of a cup of fancy shredded Parmesan cheese. That's around a cup, but I love Parmesan cheese. So let's stir that in there too. And also our 2 cups cooked chopped chicken. And we want to heat this up, but we want to make sure that it does not boil. Good grief, that's a lot of soup. So anyway, we're going to turn that to about 1 or 2. So we'll see what that looks like. Oh. 400. So we will heat up our Texas toast. I think I'm actually going to chop it into chunks. And then we'll put it on the cookie sheet and heat it, and then we will garnish our soup with that and just a sprinkle more of the Parmesan cheese. So, okay, our soup is done, so let's dish some up. See what we got here. little garnish with some Parmesan cheese. And a couple of croutons. And there you have it. Thanks for watching my video.